Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Lone Wolf, and we gotta talk about this. Yo, I just finished watching the new episode of Dexter New Blood, episode 9. It's the family business. Dude, this is gotta this episode got crazy. So, yo, I'm telling y'all right now, this is gonna be a spoiler warning. Just want to let y'all know before I go further. If y'all have not seen episode 9 yet, y'all go watch it right now, because it's got really good. I ain't gonna lie, it got really good. The story, the suspense, like, even drew me in, yo. Like, all right, so I'm gonna give y'all 3 seconds to click this video off before we get started. All right, so y'all stayed in. All right, y'all been warned. Anyways, so we pick up where we left. We pick up in the past, basically, of one of Dexter's victims. It starts out with this killer clown known as Mr. Wiggles, whatever, some killer clown that pretty much is a child predator, pretty much, and that's like really one of the most sickest things, very sensitive. So basically, Dexter tells his son Harrison. Basically, he's telling his own son the truth of what he does and who he is and where his dark urges are coming from. So basically, he tells him about the whole routine on how he stalks Vet. Yo, it's just like he pretty much, you could tell that Harrison is just taking everything in. He's like, whoa. So you like on some Batman stuff. So basically, like, he sees that his own father is a hero. So yeah, and another thing, they pretty much, it was Christmas that day, so they go to sleep after they pretty much talk about the whole thing, and it pretty much Deborah, who is basically Dexter's Harry, pretty much tells Dexter that if you tell Harrison that you kill people, there's no going back. And of course, Dexter seems to decide not to tell him. Okay, so he's trying to make up a little story just to let him know that, just like he just went away, basically, and it's understandable, because you can't fill in Harrison's head with too much of that graphic information. I believe it's very important. So yeah, basically they're going to bed, and it's Christmas, and they pretty much exchange gifts and stuff like that, and then Dexter pretty much got his son a rifle. And they go like shooting practice, which they pretty much had a father and son bonding. And Dexter got his son like a little rifle, and Harrison got his dad a picture of his Aunt Deb, which is very thoughtful, So very thoughtful. So pretty much half the episode, most of the time, Dexter and Harrison are actually bonding. Like it looks really good. Like it looks really good. Harrison looks more happier. He's a lot more lighter because he's actually feeling this connection with his father. And they go to Angela's house, and you see Harrison and Dexter are kissing. They're pretty much their significant other, which is having a Christmas family and everything. But Angela, of course, is very suspicious of Dexter, which is pretty much going to confirm that pretty much she's going to find out that Dexter is pretty much the Bay Harbor Butcher, because she's so close into it, and she pretty much can connect the dots of the needle points on each of Dexter's victims on their necks, because she connected to Miami Metro's victims to the current victims right now. So basically, and then pretty much after that, while they're exchanging gifts, Kurt walks into Angela's home and then they found out that Kurt actually came back after running away like a wimp after trying to kill Dexter's son on the previous episode. Yeah, so Dexter and Harrison decide to just leave. kiss their loved ones and get out of there because Kurt is still in town and they need to take care of him because basically the guy just pretty much like is now pretty much is like this is war basically. So they follow Kurt, find his cabin, see if they could get some evidence because Dexter told Harrison that there's a code when trying to stalk other serial killers, and because you have to prove their guilt before you take them out, obviously. And you pretty much can actually see that they're still bonding, and then you start to see Harrison actually admits to his father that he was the one who cut Ethan actually during the school, basically fake the whole school shooting thing, basically, because of his little dark urges. And he asked his son that, oh, how did you know? And he's like, yo, I'm a blood splatter, of course, man. But Dexter understands, because he has a dark passenger just like his father. So there's like really not like it's pretty much understandable. It's like something that he can't really control yet, and that's why Dexter's there. So after finding out that they found Kurt's little underground cabin, they decided to like go after it. They go inside in the dark time, which is more advantage. You just never know. And at this point, Dexter already knows that Kurt will be hunting them down, so he's pretty much been prepared of it all. Well, not entirely, because Kurt pretty much burned down Dexter's house while they were going back into um, Kurt's cabin. And this one, things got even much better. Before they went to the cabin, they found Deborah was telling Dexter that can't really kept this going forward. You're really going to tell him the truth and everything. And Dexter's like frustratingly telling Deborah, like, listen, like this is it. He carries my dark passenger. There's no turning back at this point. Like you have to gotta do something with this before otherwise this gets out of control. But so after that, they finally get to Kurt's little cabin, and they see that there's a camera and also a trigger wire trip. So Kurt also really he really sees now that that they in his cabin. And not only that, back to Angela, she starts investigating more into the Bay Harbor Butcher, and she's like basically gets further, and she gets startled by her daughter and tells him that, "Oh, what are you doing?" Blah blah blah, and stuff like that. But and then pretty much she tries to call Molly, but Molly doesn't pick up the phone, which we'll get to that why she did not pick up the phone. So back to Dexter and Harrison, which this gets really crazy. They finally go into Kurt's cabin and they see his kill room, and then that's when they found Kurt's trophies. They found they found all the girls that Kurt has killed over the years, and this is the most shocking thing we actually found out right now. We found out the reason why Molly did not pick up the phone with Angela is because Molly is dead. Kurt killed Molly. That was crazy. And then, of course, Angela goes to her hotel to find out if she's still in her hotel, why she's not picking up the phone, and find out that her tape recorder is locked up and she does not leave without it. But back to that, after Kurt finds out that he's pretty much done for, he packs his bags, get his money so he can leave town because at this point he's screwed. At this point, and then Harrison shows himself, and he was like telling him that, hey, and then pretty much Kurt was going to kill Harrison, but then Dexter pretty much stabs him right in his neck with his usual needle with ketamine drug, and they finally got him. That was it, and they take him back to Kurt's cabin so that way see what. And then this is when things get really crazy, because Harrison is now there watching his own father about to murder a serial killer, basically. And his father, Harrison, is kind of like a little proud of his father because Yeah, Harrison starts asking Dexter like, "How many people did you kill?" Oh, and one more thought, I forgot that during their time when they were scoping out Kurt's cabin, Harrison tries to tell Dexter the truth of after the whole thing with Ethan, and he starts fantasizing when he was 12 about killing the Trinity killer for what he did to Rita, with his mother. And it's completely understandable because what happened to Rita was very unforgivable. Even I felt some type of hatred after seeing how the Trinity killer killed how Trinity killed Rita. Well, the thing is, Dexter, what Harrison don't realize is that he already avenged his mother's death. He already avenged killing Rita, what he did to Rita. And but back to the cabin. After realizing that Harrison pretty much pinpoint everything, saying that, look, man, you did this before, have you? Yeah. And he pretty much told him like, yeah, I have. I've done this before. I've killed hundreds, including Arthur Mitchell, the Trinity killer. You know, it's just, and that's when, yeah, he when he found out that he killed the Trinity killer after what he did to your mother, that's when he was like, Kurt needs to die. He was like, God, give my son a kiss, just for understanding, what I'm doing actually saves thousands of lives, which basically, yeah, he did. He's actually is saving thousands of lives. But at this point, we, of course, in this channel, we do not justify any type of way. It's murder, killing, it's still killing. But hey, it's whatever. But hey, he kills serial killers. He kills other serial killers. No one's not missing them. And to be honest, these guys are sick bastards anyway. But anyways, back to the episodes. After all, also another thing, Kurt pretty much burns down. I think I already said that. Kurt already burns down Dexter's house already. He tries to l- lead them out the house basically, and try to shoot them down. But pretty much he realized no one's not at the house. And Kurt, of course, yeah, that's when Kurt finds out about that. Well, yeah, I already talked about that. Never mind. Anyways, back to the, yeah. So after they pretty much knocked out Kurt, they take him back down to the cabin, and pretty much he's like, I want to walk. He tells Harrison like, yo, you could walk away from this if you want to. And he basically just says, nah, I'm staying. And Dexter wakes him up as usual, and then pretty much tells him. And then you see Kurt makes all these excuses. Think about, I don't know what sick mind this guy thinks that he's actually helping these women just because they're runaways. You're a serial killer. And pretty much Dexter tells him that, yeah, you full of crap. You just want the power. That's just simple as that. You love to dominate. And Kurt is like, oh, you really get me. And then pretty much Kurt tells Harrison that, oh, I wish it was like my son. Kurt tells Harrison that, yeah, he killed my son and everything like that. And Harrison was like, whoa. But pretty much Dexter tells him like, Matt killed like 5 people on that boat accident, obviously. So he fit the code. So pretty much at this point, Dexter's like pretty much tells Harrison, back away. Here we go. And he stabs Kurt right then and there after that. And then pretty much that's when they realize they have to dispose the body. You see Harrison's face is like crazy. It's like, whoa, he's like feeling really uncomfortable. And this is one of the craziest things I've ever watched right now is the fact that he's actually sawing off Kurt's body into pieces right in front of his son. That was just really wild to me. But Harrison he's like, yo, I'm staying. Like he ain't. But then when he saw the blood just dripping down, that's when the flashbacks start coming back when Trinity killed his mother. He was bathing his mother's blood, and you start to see that Harrison is afraid of the blood because it's a reminder of him being bathed in his own mother's blood. It's really crazy. It's like the kid's mind is pretty much screwed at this point. And you pretty much told Dexter like, yo, I'm gonna go tell his dad, look, I'm gonna go get some air. it's just crazy that that you're actually decapitating body parts of a serial killer right in front of me and think that that's okay. Wow, that's just crazy. Wow to me right there. I'm like, God. Yeah, so Harrison stuck that out. Understandable, like that's response, and they pretty much had to dispose of it. And then one morning, they found out that their house was burned down to the ground. Angela and the fire department were there. Angela's daughter is so adamant that they're going to stay with them, and everything after they don't have no home. But Angela does not really feel comfortable of letting Dexter stay. After all, she's investigating Dexter, of course. And this is when things get really crazy. They get to Angela's house. They finally get through it, and then Angela finds a letter. She opens up the letter and finds a card that says Jim Lizzie killed Matt Caldwell. And she finds the bolts that's part of it, and we all know Kurt was the one who pretty much just ruined everything. Like he just blew this man's cover right off the bat. And she just like Angela looks back at it, and you see Dexter, of course, trying to make some things. Godly, this episode was just, wow, it was just a lot. It was just a lot when, especially the suspense and the drama was so great after seeing that Dexter is telling his son the truth about and also telling him that he already took care of Trinity Killer, what he did to Rita. That was like crazy, it kind of like gave Harrison relief that he knows that his mother's killer has been that his mother's death has been avenged, and Deborah is just basically just begging Dexter just not to tell her son about that he kills people and just go to therapy. Like, I mean, to be honest, I think he should. I mean, at this point, but anyway, like I don't think this is really healthy at all, and especially seeing how Harrison is. I don't think this is gonna like go too well with Harrison going forward, because I don't know how he's going to handle it, really. I mean, yeah, he sees his father as a hero. He saves thousands of lives, but in the end of the day, you're just watching another murder. You're watching another serial killer killing another serial killer. But a serial killer who's basically defending innocent lives. It's like, it's crazy, man. But yeah, Kurt's pretty much dead. He's gone, and Dexter just saved Iron Lake. He just saved thousands of lives after that, and pretty much avenged thousands of lives, and pretty much avenged Angela's best friend Iris at this point. Hey, it, I don't know what else y'all want to look at it. No one's not gonna miss Kurt. After what he just did, like this guy needed to go anyway. But yeah, I scored to this episode definitely a 9 out of 10, man. I love how the pacing happened. I love the way the interaction between father and son. We definitely going to see a father and son duo. I can sense that's coming. And like the two vigilantes going at it, trying to save the day, like Batman or Robin type of thing, But so yeah, next week is the season finale, you guys. This is it. One more episode. This is going to be the last episode. And I saw the preview. It's we already seen this one coming. Dexter is going to be on the run because Angela pretty much already has enough evidence out against Dexter that he's the Bay Harbor Butcher. It's funny that we have to go through all this all over again. And as for Harrison, damn, man, boy, I tell you, man, he's definitely terrified of blood. This is a reminder of his mother's death. Yeah, man, this episode is really definitely. These episodes are just getting better and better. I'm telling you right now. It's just like I'm not even complaining at one bit. But yeah, that's it for this episode review, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Did y'all see the new Dexter's episode 9? And I'll see you on the season finale, episode 10 of Dexter. Thank you for watching. All right.